Have you ever wondered about the origins of Kenya's largest ethnic group? The story of the Kikuyu people is a fascinating journey through time, from ancient migrations to the shaping of a modern nation. Let's dive into the epic history of the Kikuyu. The tale begins centuries ago with the great Bantu migrations across Africa. Between the 11th and 15th centuries, a Bantu-speaking group known as the ancestors of the Kikuyu arrived in what is now central Kenya. They were drawn to the fertile volcanic soils around the majestic Mount Kenya, a place they considered sacred. These early settlers were pioneers. With their knowledge of iron smelting and farming, they began clearing the dense forests on the southern slopes of the mountain, transforming the landscape into productive agricultural land. They established a thriving society, not ruled by a single king, but organized into a unique clan system. According to tradition, the Kikuyu people descend from an ancestor named Gĩkũyũ and his wife Mũmbi. Their 9 daughters became the founders of the 9 principal clans, a social structure that endures to this day. The creator, known as Ngai, is said to reside on Mount Kenya, watching over them. Their agricultural success meant they often had a surplus of food. This allowed them to build strong trade relationships with neighboring communities, like the pastoralists. They would exchange grains and produce for livestock, creating a dynamic regional economy long before outsiders arrived. The arrival of British colonial rule in the late 19th century marked a dramatic turning point. The colonial government introduced policies that would profoundly impact the Kikuyu. Land that had been communally owned for generations was taken for European settlement. And new taxes, like the hut tax, created immense hardship and resentment. In response to these injustices, the Kikuyu began to organize. In the 1920s, the Kikuyu Central Association, or KCA, was formed. It became a powerful voice, advocating for the return of their lands and demanding representation in the colonial government. This was the seed of a much larger struggle to come. By the 1950s, tensions had reached a boiling point. The frustration and desire for freedom erupted into the Momo Uprising. This was a fierce guerrilla war fought for independence, with Kikuyu resistance fighters, including legendary leaders like Dead and Kimathi, at its heart. The uprising was a pivotal and defining moment, not just for the Kikuyu, but for the entire nation, accelerating the journey towards Kenyan independence in 1963. In the post-independence era, the Kikuyu have continued to play a central role in Kenya's story. They have made significant contributions to the country's political landscape, producing several of its leaders, including the first president, Jomo Kenyatta, the third, Mwai Kibaki, and the fourth, Uhuru Kenyatta. Beyond politics, the Kikuyu people have also become a major economic force, known for their entrepreneurial spirit and significant presence in business and commerce across the country. Through it all, their vibrant culture remains the bedrock of their identity. The Kikuyu language, their traditional music and dance, and their rich ceremonies continue to be celebrated, keeping the spirit of their ancestors alive. From the slopes of Mount Kenya to the heart of modern Kenya, the history of the Kikuyu is a powerful story of resilience, adaptation, and an enduring quest for community and progress. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this history interesting, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more stories from around the world. We'll see you in the next one.